Alright, what's up guys? Got this new, I don't know what it's called, the Cush drive, for the Cush drive shaft in the Xmaxx. So I've got, GPM essentially makes this exact kit right here. People don't really know what those two, that washer and that rubber bearing is for, because I guess it's not in the original shaft, but more or less all this is doing is just adding a little additional support for this shaft here. So you're just kind of getting this little piece that has the bearing, and then this is going in there, and then now it's supported on both sides versus just the one side. So that's really all that this is doing. So we're gonna go ahead and put that into the Xmaxx. I've been kind of changing out quite a few things. All my screws were kind of rusting out, some of them worse than others, so I got the a stainless steel kit off Amazon, and I've been kind of swapping that out as I go. So the last thing that I just did on this was change the servo, or like I bought this Perfect Pass servo before they came out with the one that's like a direct bolt-in for this OEM one. I had to get the adapter and stuff, but I think it's still pretty good and strong and everything. So while I was at it, I changed this linkage here, and then I've got the GPM mount for the servo and the horn as well on there. So I'm leaving these arms plastic just because when I have like bad lands, or when, you know, the wheel lands sideways, I feel like you need a little bit of give somewhere within the linkage here so it doesn't just crack everything. So I ended up doing with, I'd rather have aluminum in here versus these arms. I'd rather the flex be there, I guess. But yeah, and it has a servo saver in there and everything, so it's pretty similar to the original one, just an upgraded version there. So, and then I did everything stainless other than those two bolts. Because if you've ever taken these out, they're kind of like a specialty bolt. They don't exactly bolt right in, so. And then otherwise, I did some hot gluing under here and put a screw inside of that shaft to kind of keep this from breaking, because this is sheared off before on lands when I've had a bad land before too, so not trying to avoid that for the most part. But yeah, so that's what was going on with this half. And then I also put on the GPM cups here on the drive shafts to keep those safe. And then I think I've got RPM casters here. I think I changed those to RPM, but I think I only changed this part, maybe not the cup. Oh, and then I've got GPM drive shafts that are also bent anyways. So my stock ones got bent. I put in these GPM ones and they both fucking bent anyways. So I don't really know. Maybe you guys have a better idea as to how to keep those straight. I would gladly like to listen to that, because I am not having a good time with those. So anyways, here's the other half of the Xmaxx. So I did get like some Amazon springs here, but I'm gonna be redoing those after Christmas too, because I bought some stuff to upgrade those. But yeah, otherwise it's got the light kit, all stock electronics, so all that's normal. And then the only other thing I did was I cut out the rear bumper to put the light in there, because I was sick of plugging it and unplugging it every time I took the body off. So that's been changed. Yeah, otherwise, oh, here's the servo here. Oh, and I've got a GPM center drive shaft as well. Mine was bending quite a bit, so got that guy. So then it sits in there, it's a little bit stronger, and then you get that flex from both sides. So this has been in here for quite a while and I haven't had any problems as of yet. So I know that like M2C and like there's other brands that make it that might be better versions of this stuff, but I ain't got money like that. So sometimes the GPM stuff and this cheaper stuff seems a little more interesting to me. So but yeah, so anyways, this is the Perfect Pass. It's the SRV-1. So I think it's the 56 kg, but it's just the standard size servo. And then I've got the GPM, the aluminum mount for everything. So that came with little like washers to mount everything nice. And then the GPM servo horn as well. And then that also came with its own arm. So everything's all GPM'd out there. This is feeling good, and should be hopefully pretty sturdy for the turning and everything. So yeah, with this normal servo horn and then having the mount back on this side of it too, I think that'll help out quite a bit. So hope that that will end up working out for me. And then with all the extra steering components here, I'm thinking that my steering should be pretty good now. So yeah, so I'll probably end up taking off both these covers, this black and this smaller gray cover there. Hopefully you guys can kind of see that, but go ahead and take all those out and then we'll see what else we need to do here. I've got the Traxxas kit. None of these have sizes on them though, so I'm not sure what size screw this is, but if you guys have worked on an Xmaxx before, you know it's pretty much like 2 sizes on the whole truck. So go ahead and start removing these. Okay, there's that out. There's a way to kind of sneak this out of the front here. And then there you can see the front of that shaft there. And you can see how there's a spot to put something to kind of mount it, but they just didn't do it stock because that's how Traxxas does things. They just want you to pay for as much shit as possible. And I was on a baseball field with this thing and it got pretty muddy, so this thing needs a bit of a clean anyway, so I might go take it out in the garage and spray it down with some WD. Keep in mind with this plate is that it does have different screw lengths, and they're a lot different, not a little bit different. So there's that cover once you get it off. So there's 2 long screws on the left side if you're holding it towards you, and then the other 2 screws are very short. So those go on that side. I normally just leave it like that so I don't fuck it up when I put it back on. Got it out, maybe. Okay, so I was able to get it out, so we'll have to see if I can get it back in or not. Once you've got this shaft out, that's what we're going to be replacing. So it's going to go just like that, except that now we're going to have this mount on the end here instead of just nothing. Alright, I'm going to go get a paper towel and cleaner so I can clean this shit as we go, because it's pretty dirty. Hell yeah, boy. Nothing can fuck with Dawn Power Wash. Absolutely nothing, dude. Okay, so take this apart. We got bearing number 1. Then we've got our whatever gear this is. Then there's a pin in here, and then you've got your actual Cush drive here. So to remove that, it's the smaller size, which is the size of like the small bolts. Like to take out your shafts and stuff. It's that little size. I don't know what size it is because these Traxxas tools aren't labeled. Probably have to pay for that. Go ahead and remove all these. Okay, so here's that shaft fully disassembled. So here's the new one. Same exact thing, other than it has that additional support bracket there. So I believe this is called the Cush drive, but these little rubber parts are absolutely destroyed. So I'm gonna move it one over. So hopefully it'll hit these ones that haven't been touched yet. And I'm probably gonna have to look for a replacement for this piece. Put it back together the same exact way that you just pulled it apart, and I'll probably be pulling mine apart sometime soon again to get that that Cush drive replaced, because that thing is cooked. Hey yo, cuz. Hey, what you doing? Hey, get the fuck out of here. This fucking chick, man. This fucking chick. Hey yo, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm gonna go to the garage and clean these off a little more. Can't get it 100% clean. And then I'm gonna blow all the soap out of these holes and everything because I don't want anything to... Might just take the whole thing up there and just give it a clean out kind of thing. Cuz, what you doing? What do you want? Alright, peace out. And naturally the neighbor's dog is as fucking loud as possible today. A lot of people are probably gonna say don't clean with brake cleaner, and I kind of agree with you, but I don't have any WD-40. I've got every fucking other thing in the entire world, but no WD-40. Anyways, got that cleaned off. And got the shaft buck back together here with the new one with some stainless. So now to finish this up, we're just missing this one pin. So I'm gonna put that in there and then put this back on. And that sits just like that. And then our last bearing goes there, and then we're completely put back together. All we're adding on is this little dude. That'll sit like that up there. And then I'm gonna clean this out before I put it on there. So anyways, this piece will sit here like this. That'll go up towards the slotted area here. So that'll sit like that in that slotted area and hold it from the top. And then in the body, there's a part where that'll slide in as well. So again, it looks like they kind of had the idea to make a little mount like this, and then they just didn't. I don't know why they have it built like that, but okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this back in same way we took it out, and try to keep that little mount at the end there so that doesn't fall off like it just fucking did. And try to sneak it in the same way that we snuck it out. That may not be possible. I'm gonna go ahead and take this out. So I'm gonna move my motor pinion out of the way to get this back in here. And then just try to lead that into that little hole there. The rest of this one in, let me see. Yeah, we are turning there. Okay, so just got that all wrapped up. There's both covers on there. You can kind of see the lip if you go way up in here and kind of look inside. That's how you can kind of tell that it's, but yeah, make sure that that whole cover and everything is on. So everything's meshed good. Mesh doesn't look too close or anything. So I think that pretty much it's the same exact shaft as before. You just get that little extra mount. So that's going to be it for that. My next part that I'm waiting for is this mount on top of the steering linkage here. I got a aluminum version of this. So I don't know if it really is going to help or change anything, but I figured since this was aluminum, I'll change this. And yeah, I'll feel happier inside. So that's going to be the next thing. God knows when that's coming. That's coming off eBay from China. So I don't know when it's going to show up. Probably, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, anyways, that's going to be it for right now. And I'll see you guys in X amount of time. I'll let you know how long it took to get here. And all the shit that I'm doing too, I'll put links for it in the description where I bought it from, just so you have an idea. And if you want to get these same ones for yourself. And then I'll do, once I put it back together and everything, we'll go for a rip and make sure that everything's all nice. And I'll give updates and stuff. I'm going to try to do a couple more videos on the RC car stuff, because I do work on this shit a lot. Which I don't know what that tells you about me, either really bad driver or just Traxxas. But yeah, I also have a Mini Max coming in. I think I'm getting it for Christmas, you know, who knows. But yeah, so that'll be in soon here too, next couple days for Christmas. So, and I've already got a couple parts to put into there, because to make that reliable, you kind of got to change a couple things as well. Hashtag Traxxas. But yeah, so I will be back with all those things, and yeah, see you guys then.
Life for me, how they got life for me when they took that from me. Since I had my nose